He was not born into wealth nor prestige, nor the privileges accorded the science of the rich and powerful. He spent his childhood barely surviving poverty and the harsh surroundings of Makati and Pasay in the early 50s, with not much more than resourcefulness and determination. And all his adult life, he has crusaded against political tyrannies, inequality, injustice, ignorance, and poverty. Yet he would preside over the phenomenal growth of his beloved Makati, steering the once backward municipality into a modern and vibrant metropolis. Jojo Binay was born on November 11, 1942 to Diego Binay, a Batangueño, and Lourdes Cabawatan of Isabela. While he was still young, his parents passed on, and Jojo had to be raised by an uncle, Ponciano. Ponciano was a man of modest means, so Jojo at such a tender age had his share of the chores in his new home.
I can never forget the memories of my childhood. My uncle wanted to instill on me discipline, discipline, discipline. And that's for that reason that I woke up 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the morning, tend to the fighting cocks of my uncle, clean the streets. Thereafter, I took my breakfast and then went to market. I needed to spend a lot of time moving around the market because I had friends. The prices were fixed. And so I was always aiming to go home right away so that I can find time preparing for my studies. I was then enrolled in the night classes of the University of the Philippines at Padre Faura. I can still vividly recall that there were instances where I used to sleep in the jeepney, and by the time I woke up, I was already in Baclaran, or several kilometers from Pasay. Because of that, from Pasay to Makati, where we resided, I had to take a walk. But this is one thing which has been a part of my life. Trained to face challenges and trained to face whatever is part of what we call life.
Jojo is a proud product of the Philippine public school system. Being bright and diligent, he was able to get the best that public education could offer. Elementary education at the Philippine Normal College Training Department. Secondary schooling at the University of the Philippines Preparatory High School. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science in UP Diliman, and Bachelor of Laws also in UP. After he passed bar examinations in 1968, Jojo taught law, political science, and public administration at the Philippine College of Commerce, Philippine Women's University, and St. Scholastica's College. And he kept on studying, taking postgraduate subjects in public administration in UP and in law at the University of Santo Tomas. Still, he found time for another pursuit, a lady physician who would become his lifetime partner and best friend. After a long courtship, Jojo won the heart of Elenita Sombillo, and their union would bear them a brood of 5. By now a family man, Jojo could have chosen the air-conditioned comfort of corporate law, but in UP, where he was a member of the Student Council and a firebrand of the student movement in the 60s, he had found his passion for civil liberties and human rights, so he chose the Parliament of the Streets. While raising a family on a small income, he joined FLAG and gave free legal advice to poor clients and victims of human rights abuses during the Marcos regime. He also joined ATOM, which was organized to seek justice for the assassinated Ninoy Aquino. Then with the late Senator Lorenzo Taniada, former Senators Wigberto Taniada and Rene Sagisag and Senator Joker Arroyo, he became a founding member of Mabini. For helping political prisoners, Jojo and many other Mabini lawyers were locked up in local jails and military stockades. Then, there was the EDSA revolution.
The EDSA revolution of 1986 did not end the struggle against tyranny and injustice. The urgent task of the new government was to restore true democracy, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And therefore, I was fortunate to have been appointed as the first mayor in our local government. This appointment gave me an opportunity to give trust to what I had sincerely believed should be the task of government. I had emphasized on projects on education, projects on health, among others, because born out of my personal experience, education is the best equalizer in our society. I also sincerely believe that there should be, as much as possible, equal opportunity among all the people insofar as benefits are concerned. I believe that people should be respected and every person should be a temple of God.